Hello and welcome to presentation of Scharz in 10 minutes. I'm Jakub Kunczyk, the author of the game. This game is for 2 to 4 players. Combine 3 parts up to 12 players. It doesn't include a solo mode. Game time is about 30 minutes per player. The complexity is 3.5 out of 5. Each 3 parts contains 4 player sets, 2 maps and 3 modes. Basic mode, advanced mode and complex mode. Each map represents and 4 player sets. It's like this. Game boards and game cards. And you have also game rules and first game. Each map represents a single region in an ancient or medieval history with scattered power structure, let's say multiple fraction. The object of the game is achieve one of 3 game goals: all vassal, victory points from combat and economic goals, or win the final scoring. The game is skirmish with combination of economy and warfare within the season. It's area control game. So let's say you start with something like that. So it's an area control game. Territory is main economic resource. So when you have here, you can solve something and so on. Also for hertz, you gain extra 1. It's area movement. Cohorts can move between territories, let's say so. It's also competitive or with conflict. Resource can be gained at expense of other player. It has variable phase order, so cohorts can move between players play simultaneously within each phase, so as you see. And there are movement points, so you move, you rotate, you are without capacity. And there is something like pseudo worker placement, so you can with cohorts size neutral territory, you can fight with enemy, so these. You can build new structure, new buildings. So this is the pseudo worker placement. Only in each phase, only in a specific phase. And there is also diplomacy, trade, and more combat as siege and so on. The center of the game is the game overview card, showing a year, game round, a phase and sub-phase. Special phase occur only once a year, regular phase each round. A cohort, 500 men, is a basic unit in the game. It's occupy neutral territory, so we can move here. Participate in battle in combat phase, so like this, as we've seen, and can buy new structure in rear phase, in construction phase, so on. Special phase are cubes, so this is the extra, this is this extra or cubes. Sewing, so you can invest here. Taxes, so your income from these, or let's say harvest. Recruitment, so it's recruitment is actually more profitable cohort purchase, so you can just buy more cohort for better price. Or feeding, and that is something what have you balance these two parts of game, so this war game and economic game. And there is also festival, so it's gain from prestige on this card, something like this. So regular phase are movement of cohorts, let's say something like this, you just rotate. Special phase, so you can move your animals here or here. Retreat, so they can retreat to finished buildings, so it's good for when someone attack you. In combat phase is withdraw, so you can withdraw with your army to fortification of this village. Battle, this is battle in the field or a naval battle. And siege, you can attack this village better with siege machines. And in rear phase you can build a structure, so when it's finished you are again free. Trade, you just can sell something to gain, let's say, more money, and then buy something new as new cohort and so on. And then fishing, so when you control this you just take one fish token. So cohort can take 6 form, so it's look like this. So you have light infantry, you have heavy infantry, you have these siege machines, you have cavalry, transport ship and warship. There is also a special unit as Corsair and mercenaries. And there is war elephant, something like this, and Vikings. It's actually warship on land. There is 2 types of buildings. You see it here: settlement and shipyard. So this is village, this is city, as settlement, and then you have shipyard as port, or as port here, or dock. And you can also buy extra fortification. And there is also commodities, and it's grain, so this is the yellow one, fishes, and then herds. This is sheep, pig, cattle and horse. It's from which meat is obtained, and meat you can use for feeding as effective resource. Game field have colors, as you see here, that determine the properties, same by cohorts and commodities. So by cohorts are lives and attack, and by commodities is price and how much resource for feeding, it's that. And from structures or buildings, this is how much it costs and takes as time, and how much you can earn from taxes and festivals. And buildings has also capacities and limits. The whole system is set up so that there is always a quid pro quo. There is no such thing as having only advantage. For example, having to feed your units puts pressure on efficiency. So when you have large army, you have to feed this army, and then your economy could have problems. Combat is done by cohort properties, as here, or as properties of buildings by siege or by game field as these bonuses. The game currency is money, as we see here, and up to from advanced mode onwards also prestige for special unit and futures. It's here. The game include pre-game, the placement of starting position. It's here. Also because of this, every game is different. And starting from 3 players in advanced mode, each player has also a rival. This here. This is advantage against the player that makes purpose team ineffective. In diplomacy, you can buy peace for 1 year as tribute, which could be refused, unrefused redemption, or permanent through vassalage. The advanced mode, besides making all unit possible or available, prestige and other thing, it mainly bring starting bonuses. So for this map it's here, which make this game more asymmetric. And complex mode further increase the number of rounds per year, and its weather, as you can see here or here. Then morale of units, level of command, and battle board for big battle. The game offers to experience an experience comparable to computer strategy, thanks to balanced system forcing players to look for local opportunities to assert their superiority. It is often more effective to hit opponent's economy than to engage in expensive self-destructive battle. In addition, it's possible to outmaneuver your opponent or capture heavily fortified settlement without loss but starvation if the timing of attack is right. Let's say in winter, without grain, you have to feed this from source of this village, and they automatically are seized without fight. Thanks to system of balance, the absence of hidden information, and the simultaneous play of all players independent of the number of players, the Scharz board game offers a free field on which strategic players can show their skills. For more information, watch other videos on this channel or visit Scharz.com. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.